Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be revealing some of the tricks that I use when it comes to saving money on some of the purchases that I do make on eBay. I'll be talking about 4 different points that I in this video, and I actually use a combination of them to save myself as much money as I can when it comes to buying some of these cars on eBay. And at the end of the video, I will actually show you some of the purchases that I did make. So whether you're a casual collector or trying to flip for a profit, patience and timing your purchases can make a massive difference. And this is actually the most important point that I can make. And this is where you will actually save the most money. So let's be real. eBay is full of deals, but also full of buyers out there. So if you're bidding at peak hours or when demand is high, you're probably overpaying. But if you know when to strike, you can pick up cards for a great price. So this is where I talk about patience. Let's take this Lane Hudson card for an example. On release date, it was selling for $250, and a few weeks down the line, the prices dropped, and they were selling for around $77 after that day. So in the beginning, it's only normal. There's a lot of hype. There's a lot of buyers out there, so everybody's bidding on this auction. So then it's only normal that the prices tend to go up. But once that pool of buyers kind of diminishes, well, sellers still need to sell their cards. So they tend to lower the prices to be able to make a sale. And then once that happens, a lot of other sellers will follow suit and prices will slowly fall naturally till it stables out. That's why I say when it comes to patience will be your number one, the number one trick that you can use. Timing also is the second trick that I can tell you when it comes for purchasing cards. So what I mean by timing is that if you buy during the peak hours, which is Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, when there's a lot of competition out there, it's only normal that the price of those cards that you're trying to purchase will actually go up because there's just so many more people bidding on it. So if you end up, like I will show you the example of this Lane Hudson card. 2 cards were sold on the same day. One was sold at 8:34 a.m. and it went for $140. The other one was sold at 10:25 p.m. and fetch a $200 price point. So if you can find auctions that end at weird hours, like I'm talking between 1 and 5 a.m. while everybody's sleeping and nobody are watching their bids, well, that's the best time that you actually go out there and make these great steals. The other point also about timing will be certain days of the week that you purchase your cards on. So we'll take this PSA 10 of Lane Hudson. It was sold on a Monday at 10 p.m. and it fetched $543. If you just waited a few days later, a same PSA 10 card of Lane Hudson end up selling for $800. So that's what I mean by timing. And certain days of the week, certain cards will sell for cheaper. And this is the number one trick that I actually use for purchasing some of the cards that I have, especially like I said, on a Monday, people starting the new day, the new work week, less people are available, or less people are just paying attention, or they're just too tired. So that's one thing I noticed. Certain days of the week will tend, or certain hours also will tend to get you the best results when it comes to purchasing some of the cards that you're looking for. The second point will be end of the month. And just like everybody else, people need cash before bills hit, and especially for small time sellers. So between the 25th and the 30th of each month, I had lowball offers accepted that will usually get ignored in any other circumstances. So try offering between 20 and 30% under asking price around those dates, and you'll be surprised at some of the deals that you might be able to make. And you got to keep in mind, as an eBay seller, you have a certain requirement of sales to be made every month, or else you become a below average seller. And once you become a below average seller on eBay, for every sale that you make, there will be extra fees added on to your sale, and nobody's interested in paying extra. So some of these sellers, especially smaller sellers, will tend to make sales just to avoid having those extra fees. The third point will be the off-season buys. This is the best time to buy when there's nobody watching. And this is also when prices usually dip the hardest as casual fans tune out. For every major sport, they all have an off-season time. And we'll take hockey for an example. Usually that will be between the month of July and August. Or in some occasion is that when that target team or that target player that you're looking out for buying certain cards don't make the playoffs or get eliminated, well, price will slowly tend to dip. So between the month of July and August, that's some of the lowest prices that you might find during the year. And as the season picks up between the end of the month of September, October, and November, well, prices will slowly start following upwards. Holiday usually equals lower activity in the sports business. So if you're hunting on Thanksgiving night, during Christmas Eve, or even New Year's Eve, you will find undervalued listing with less traffic. It's weird, but it works, especially with auctions with no reserves. So take the Lane Hudson card, for example, was sold on the 25th of December. It went and fetched $77. It's not as if the player wasn't playing well or they got eliminated or didn't make the playoffs yet. It's just that, people are busy doing other things. And for some sellers, well, just like everybody else, they got first bills to pay, and they too make purchases for Christmas or Thanksgiving, and they got to pay those bills off. So they're strapped for cash, and they're willing to make a sale just to have that extra money on hand to pay off some of the obligations that they have. So in general, if you use some of the tricks that I give you, or a combination of some of the tricks that I give you in this video, I guarantee you will save money at the end when you're trying to purchase some of the cards that you want. And if you did like this video, or for all the new viewers tuning in, please do take the time to like, subscribe, and leave a comment at the bottom for future videos that you would like me to make. And for all my returning viewers, well, I can't thank you enough for your support. So now let's get into some of the mail purchases that I made on eBay on some of these cards. And like I said, I use the same tricks that I showed you in this video. So let's get right into it. Just give me a second. I'm just going to go fetch that. All right. Got my trusty scissor out here. So I have I think around 9 of these packages to open. So be patient. I actually have to open every single one of them. And like I said, I use the same tricks that I show you in this video, and most of the time I did end up paying a lower price. So if you use the same tricks, trust me, you will save yourself a lot of money that you can actually spend on other things or on other purchases that you do want to make. So this is a Connor Bedard Rainbow PSA out of 8. Let's see. I really don't see much. So is that a print line over there? Anyway, I know these cards, they all kind of had the same defect. This one, I got it for a steal, if I can say. And I know a lot of people are, the prices of his cards are starting to dip, is because unfortunately he's not surrounded by the best talent. And yeah, the hype has died down at the same time, and that $1 million bounty has been removed. So it's only normal that some of his cards will start dipping, and people are selling because they're scared. And in my case, I do believe that he's going to be one of those great generation players. So I actually stocking up on as many of his cards as I can. So this one, is it another one? Yeah. So I actually end up buying 2 of them. So this one is number 10 out of 350. It's a rainbow of Connor Bedard. And this one is a PSA 9. Same thing. Got it for a great deal. I couldn't pass up. So yeah. And this one, you see, it doesn't have that line. If you compare it to the other one has that little line in the middle. This one doesn't have it at all. So maybe, yeah, that's what maybe brought this one down to a PSA 8 status. Let's keep this going. at least they protected them well. Oh boy. And actually for his one, I'm trying to complete the rainbow. I have the white, the yellow, the blue. Missing me the red. I have the one out of 350, and now I'm trying to get the one out of 133. I know I have a far way to go to complete his rainbow, but that's what I'm actually trying to do. So that's for my personal collection. So this one was another one that I made during some of those, like I said, weird hours that people put their listings on. It's a Larry Bird. This was the Raid Prism. Larry Bird, and this one is the Green Wave. So yeah, another purchases that I made during weird hours, and usually like they go for way more than what they're selling for. And once you get them at those specific hours, you can get them at a great deal. And at the same time, you shouldn't be afraid to make some of your purchases coming from the States. I know with everything that's going on right now, but like, certain players will tend to sell less in the States because it's just not popular over there. And over here, maybe in Montreal or in Canada, those players are a little bit more popular. So, sometimes don't be afraid to buy certain cards from the States, because you will pay in some instances cheaper. Even though you have those higher fees for deliveries. So there's a Luke Hughes, Marquee Rookie, the blue. And like I said, this one, I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm trying to complete the whole rainbow of this player. And another great steal on eBay. There's one that I'm really actually excited to open. I'm gonna keep that one for the end. All right, what is this one here? Oh boy, my gosh, yeah. You might have to fast forward this video a little bit, because this one is gonna take me a little bit more time to unwrap. To whoever the seller is, great job that you did. This is actually how you should wrap some of your cards up. Make sure it doesn't move or anything. Because I've seen some people ship some cards in some really sketchy ways. I received one basically in a penny sleeve, literally just in a penny sleeve. I don't even know how that card did not get damaged during shipping, and he just put it in a regular, regular mail. We're not talking about anything special, just regular envelope mail. So yeah, that's the other Connor Bedard blue border that I was looking for. I was actually hunting this card down for a while. I was really patient, and eventually got it for a great deal. Let's keep this going. 4 more to go after this one. Thank you. Yes, yes. Always appreciate, when they write these little thank you messages. Actually, I do the same when I make my when I ship a card out. I always write a little letter, thanking the player, the buyer, and all. It's what's this? Oh, you included another card there. Oh boy, I have to be careful for that one. So that's always nice to receive little gifts. So Nate Schmidt, and this is a retro. Oh, well, drop that retro card, and there you go. This is 1 out of 100. Yep, so that's the 1 out of 100. So for this player, literally all I'm missing is the 1 out of 33, and I will have almost the whole rainbow complete. I'm sure that 1 out of 1, it's going to be almost impossible task. Unless someone has it out there and is willing to sell it to me for a good price, I'm interested. So yeah, Luke Hughes, 56 out of 100. 3 more to go. Wow, after this one, 3 more to go. My God, yeah. Hockey Limited Wax Box. yep, that's another interesting product. You see Series opening a lot of these wax boxes. I don't know if it's from the same company. So what is this one here? I do keep a lot of these packaging, and I reuse it myself, and I don't try to waste too much. So what is this one? Oh yes, Daniel Gutschen, and I couldn't pass it up. I know it's not the greatest of players, but at the price that it was selling for, and there's always somebody willing to, buy a specific card that, for one player, it's not even worth it. And then there's always somebody that's willing to purchase this card. So at that price, I could not resist. 26 out of 65. This is OPH Platinum Cosmic. So yeah, another rare card to hit. But like I said, it's not the biggest player out there, but I had to purchase it. Let's go with this one over here. Curious to see. I don't know. What is this one here? Like I said, I always keep all this packaging. Most of the time I reuse them. Maybe not these envelopes here. And feel free if you need to fast forward me struggling opening these cards. Oh yes, the PSA 9 Lane Hudson. So this one, for some reason, where is it? Oh, there you go. I'll put my own proper sleeve for this one. I like it when it's a snugger fit. PSA 9 Lane Hudson. This one is up for sale. So if you want to buy it, just go to the link or visit my eBay page at pristine_edges, and you should be able to purchase this card if you want. Yeah, PSA 9. Maybe try to, I have a few of his cards that I, like I said, purchased during those specific times of the year, and ended up getting great steals on them. All right, so where is this one going to come from? I don't want to ruin the box, but I don't see any. Oh boy, that's it. Smashed everything at the back here. Sorry about that. Just gotta put my set up again. Okay, I guess this one I'm not gonna have a choice but to destroy the box. Oh boy. Okay, let's just empty some of this. Holy shice, huh? Yep, you're sure that this card will never get damaged. And bubble wrap too. That was the best package that I've received in a long time. And that was really packaged properly. A silver outburst of Nick Suzuki. Let's go. Silver outburst retro, and him too. I'm trying to build his if I can say rainbow. So the base, then there's the silver, and then there's the red also, and then there's the high gloss, but hey, slowly with time I might end up building his whole set. So Nick Suzuki silver outburst. And the last one, the one that I was really excited about. I had to actually take a quick pick just to make sure that it was that card. This is actually one of the biggest purchases that I made this year. So he ended up sending some little gifts with that. He sent me this Brennan Gallagher artifacts number out of 33 out of 65. Very nice seller. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. He knew I was a Canadians fan, so he ended up sending me that. And he even ended up sending this Wonderkind number 138 out of 150. Actually, these are not cheap cards. They actually go for a pretty penny. So really, this guy is, I'll put up his name just to send him some support. But yeah, great seller on eBay. And then the big one back there, Nick Suzuki, Red Outburst, Young Guns, 21 out of 25. Yup, this is one of the big ones. Most probably this will end up in my personal collection. Like I said, I'm just trying to build up the rainbow of all of his cards. And yeah, this one is, I'm really happy about this one. Like I said, now all that's missing, maybe it's a deluxe, exclusive, and a high gloss, which like I said, will be done later on in the future if ever I'm able to establish what I'm doing as my main source of income, because as we speak, I have 2 jobs. I'll talk a little bit personal. I'm a nurse, and then I do another job on the side. And, I'm a YouTube content, if I can say, creator at the same time. And yes, I'm a parent of 3 kids. So yeah, I'm really busy. Usually I do this late at night. And right now it's actually midnight and a half. And I work tomorrow morning, but this is the times that I find to make these videos. And hopefully, you enjoy it. And like I say, if you have any questions that you like to ask, please feel free in the comments down below, and I will happily take the time to answer all your questions. And till then, take care and good night.